Hey guys, what's up? It is Zip Zap Zop, and I have a walkthrough on Act 4, The Harder They Fall. It's the 4th mission of the zombie campaign. And this is a really long video just because I inadvertently captured me looking at kill boundaries for like 4 minutes at the end, so I'll do some update type stuff while that happens. So you have that to look forward to. See if I can speak properly, that might help. But yeah, let's jump right in. Alright, so here we are at the human spawn area. This is like the lobby area, you know, that thing back there is supposed to be a desk. Just those two inclines, because it's a pretty cheap desk trick. Excuse me, and, yeah, it's just a lobby. There's nothing really, no reason to stay down here. You get a shotgun and a magnum, but I already have one. And there's 2 spare magazines. And then you got some stuff to climb, and this map took by far the longest out of any of the maps in the campaign to make. This thing was ridiculous. And then right here I'm shooting at spots where I actually used to have like fake doors, you know, things that just made the map feel bigger than it actually was, like other hallways that were blocked off and stuff. Because those are really important, and this map I needed to make feel as big as possible because I was trying to inspire the, wow, this is enormous kind of feel. So then here's like the first office work area. You have a tipped over table. That's a great spot for the infected to hide behind and ambush people, because they oftentimes just don't check, I've found. Same thing goes for the cubicles, but they might be a little more alert if one of their buddies gets assassinated right off the bat and goes down. So yeah, right there is the first teleporter, and I didn't really have any budget to make like a metallic collapse setup, so I just did rocks instead, because they were pretty much all I had that were readily available by the time I got to this area of the structure. And so yeah, zombies just teleport and jump down, and then they get runs at the humans. Over here, I just put these crates here to scatter the lines of sight. They're supposed to be printers, but there's really no way to show a printer well that wasn't ridiculously expensive. You'll see me talk about this a lot. Like, that thing right there used to be a vending machine, but I had like flag stands dotting the whole thing, but I actually hit the item cap on this map, so that kind of didn't help me in finishing. So then here is the first holdout area. I didn't actually have to hold out because the ladder already spawned in, but typically you have to wait because I took my sweet time in showing you all the stuff beforehand. So then you just need to jump up here, and yeah. And you cannot camp down there, because if you try to, a teleporter will spawn which will send you to your grave. Of course, the zombies will do the same thing, but hey, whatever. Doesn't matter. And then right here, this is... Oh, let me go back and show you the spawn time on this, I guess. It's 1:05. It typically takes about 40-50 seconds to get there, so you have a decent holdout right there. And right here I have like a collapsed hallway, or supposedly a collapsed hallway with a zombie teleporter back here. Again, just trying to use my destruction aesthetics, which I showed in the tutorial video. And if you haven't seen that yet, I would definitely recommend checking out. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I'll be making more. Oh, this area of the map is definitely one of my favorites. This area is like the entire reason I built it, just because I loved the concept of office aesthetics. Of course, this map's kind of old. It was one of the first ones I built, actually. And like that broken window right there, it's just best I could do. But I'm going off on various tangents, so what was I talking about? I cannot remember. That's impressive. Oh, I was talking about this map. This map was like one of the second or third one I did in the zombie campaign after I got the idea. And this one kind of almost discouraged me from finishing because it just was so hard and it was so long to build, but it turned out really well and I'm happy with it. And this area right here is like a meeting room. You get a magnum. Nothing much. I was almost inspired to like The Office for this kind of setup, because I've seen that show a few times. It's not really my favorite, but I try to replicate things I see in real life, because I don't have a desk job, so I can't really say how offices look with certainty, unless I look at pictures of them, and that was the most recent picture or video I'd seen. So then here we have a big stairwell, and like this tower has so many different elements inspired by different things. This stairwell was actually inspired by really big skyscraper I had the pleasure of going into, because building stuff really interests me. That's why I like forging so much, and I got to go into a large skyscraper and Portland, Oregon, and it was very interesting, and the stairwell's just like that. So I tried to replicate it and make it kind of realistic. So then in here we have our just tables and such, like a work area. Get a health pack and another tip over table. Some of the chairs are like flipped over, you know, just gotta add those signs of struggle. And there's an assault rifle right here, which is typically not very useful, but hey, if you're like desperate, absolutely desperate, you can use it to your own advantage. And we're actually getting pretty close to the roof now. This map is ridiculous. I wasn't gonna say that other one because I'd try to offend someone. I don't like offending people, so yeah. This map is just really, really big, or at least feels big. I don't know about you guys, but it does to me, and I'm pretty happy with it. So then in here we have like an air duct with our second to last zombie teleporter. You can just jump right in there, and the humans is impossible for them to jump up there because the jump height in the game type is 75%, not 100, and even with 100 it's pretty much impossible to do so. And I've had people try and they never succeeded, so that's pretty much unbreakable. But then up here we have just some more stairs, keeping it fresh, or not really, but hey, whatever. There's a crate right there just to break it up, because the stairs are really, really linear areas. It's pretty easy to get kills on, which I wanted to help with. This is why I scattered these crates around here. Like, same with this one. It's a great place for a zombie to crouch and then get the jump on someone. Or if they want, they can jump on top and then head down and get them like that. And use them as a diversion or something. So then here we are in the hallway, coming up to the end. And this is a semi-long line of sight, you know, just wanted to be kind of kind to the humans, because they've probably suffered through enough by now. And then up here we are finally on the roof. It's been a very long trip. And this roof is has very many guns, but it is balanced. I'll explain why in a minute. Because you get a grenade launcher, an assault rifle, you know, there's a health pack, a DMR, a rocket. Now, part of the reason there's so many guns is there's a shotgun behind this crate, but it was supposed to be a area the Air Force was holding out in their official armed forces, so they're going to have a lot of weapons, and that's part of the reason. And the other reason is this receiver node up here. It's a final zombie teleporter, and this one is really, really destructive in terms. They can jump this far, or I can just jump that far, and I'm already covered half the space the humans have. Now, if they sprint, and they have like a 110 movement speed, so if they sprint and jump, they can literally cover the entire area airborne, and it's really, really hard to defend yourself from that. And so now we're just gonna, and that's really about it. The backstory of this map, which I completely forgot, is you're part of the survivors from the bridge, and you have to make it up this tower to some Air Force, which is what this whole getup up here is, the Falcon and the guns. And you make a push up this tower, and it's pretty hard. And yeah, now we're just going to look at kill barriers, so I'm going to do a quick update type thing. And it's nothing heavy or bad, so don't worry about it. This is all good news for the channel and you and everybody. And yeah, so the deal is, I'm going to get a new computer because my current one is breaking. So if it breaks, I might be gone for a little while, unfortunately. We'll just have to see, but the latest that I'll be back by February, March time if it does break. But if it doesn't, I'll still be uploading. Let's hope it doesn't, because it's on its last legs. Already a big chunk came off, and that's probably not good for it. It still runs though, amazingly enough. But if I do get a new computer, which I will be, I'll be getting a semi-nice one compared to my current one, which completely sucks. And I'll be getting some really nice editing software like Vegas or something of the nature. And if I do that, I'm gonna become, like, you know, good at video editing and such, because I know I'm pretty subpar right now. But yeah, if I do that, I have another trailer that I'm planning. It's in the works right now, actually, which will utilize a new capture card and a few new tricks I learned. And I think it's working out pretty well, so I just wanted to share all that with you guys. And that's what's been going on lately. I have a bunch of walkthroughs saved, and Zombie Campaign number 2 is still in the works. It's gonna take a while, though. I only have 2 of the acts, like, even conceptually started, and they're not even half done yet. So if you guys have any ideas or suggestions for locations in the upcoming campaign, please post them, because I honestly don't know. But they have to be, like, post-nuclear. That's all, guys. I'll see you later.